Cross-examination of the state's second witness in the Zandile Gumede trial continues. Sean Hitler is the person who first processed anonymous information handed over to the investigation unit. Gumede and 21 others are accused of defrauding the city of over 300 million rand. Let's cross now to senior reporter of eNCA, Dasen Thathiah, who joins us now with the very latest. Good morning, Dasen. So cross-examination continues. Can you just give us a summation of what we heard yesterday?
Quite a lengthy process, that this has been going on for a few days now. Sean Hitler first took the stand last week, but cross-examination continued yesterday. But really, the topics that we heard, or the topics that emerged in court yesterday, were really around the process of how that complaint was registered. That now being the complaint that ultimately led to the criminal case that we are seeing unfold now, the 320 million rand alleged fraud and tender corruption at the eThekwini municipality. Advocate Jay Naidu spent most of the day cross-examining Hitler. And what he's been trying to do is poke holes in Hitler's version of how he registered that complaint and the process that was followed. So what Advocate Naidu is really saying here is that there were other avenues that could have been used. For example, there's the disciplinary board within the eThekwini municipality, there's the ombudsman. So he's essentially asking the witness, what made you take this route and ensure that the investigation was outsourced? And eventually landed on the desk of IFS. They are, or that is, a forensic investigation company that forms part of a panel by the that's on the eThekwini, that was elected by the eThekwini municipality, a panel of 17 such forensic investigation firms. But ultimately, it landed up with this company. The witness saying that the reason why that happened is because they were already dealing with a matter that involved one of the companies that's involved in this matter. So today, we're expecting to see more information on that previous matter. In fact, the defense for Gumede here asking for that particular case file, and they want to now draw comparisons between how that matter was handled, the one that preceded the case we're talking about, versus how this one was handled. And just to explain that, Mfundo, one of the things that Advocate Naidu raised was, in that previous case, over 5 years there hadn't been any arrests. But in this particular case, arrests came fairly quickly, within a few months.
No, it seems as though the intricacies here could lead to there being a longer period in court, that it could end up being a very drawn-out case or drawn-out trial.
Definitely, and I think that that's the way it is heading, because for each of these witnesses, and there are many of them, there is going to be lengthy cross-examinations. And as I've said before, the defense here is not even talking about the merits of the actual investigation, that forensic investigation. What they seem to be targeting now is the process at the very beginning. So how was this complaint registered? Because what they're trying to prove, the defense that is that there was no whistleblower, and they believe that part of this is made up, and all it was really is a political plan. But that's why this is so important, all of these processes that we're hearing about, because this explains what measures were taken when that complaint was received back in 2018.
And we do know with the legal space that the processes that one takes also count a lot when it comes to these cases. It can even be thrown out of court if it's found that processes were not followed to the T. Very interesting indeed. We'll leave it there for now and catch up with you as the day progresses. That's senior reporter Dasen Thathiah, who continues to monitor that particular case for us.